And the coach's file today with me at Twyfield in Danvers is Danvers co-captain, senior Greg Ladd. Greg, welcome to MSL.
Thanks for having me.
Certainly, this season is quite a turnaround from last year for you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, last year we kind of still were living in the past a little bit for the past teams, and kind of put our expectations higher than what we had for our team. We thought we were just going to walk on the field sometimes and just throw our jerseys out there and get it done like we had in past years. But it seems like this year we're taking it truly game to game, and we're taking it pitch by pitch and not overestimating anyone, not underestimating anyone, and just playing it inning by inning. So.
Certainly in the games we covered last year, it was certainly, I'd have to say, probably disappointing to us to see the way that the team played, considering the very high level that you guys were used to playing at. I mean, the previous 10, 12 years was just incredible. The defense was there, situational hitting was there, power hitting was there. You always had, if not great pitching, you had good pitching, and the pitchers who threw made good pitches and kept you in games and gave the offense a chance to win games. And to see it return and in that 1 year turnaround, that'd be a lot of frustration on the players like yourself who freshman, sophomore year saw a lot of success, and all of a sudden your junior year see it not come through again.
We have taken advantage of, for now 3 out of my 4 years, on the other team making mistakes and making a few plays, big plays in games that make a difference between 1 or 2 runs, and then carrying momentum from those plays and producing runs or shutting them down the field. And last year we lost a number of games by 1 or 2 runs, and those are the type of games that we've been winning throughout my whole career. And this year we just gotten back to putting the pressure on other teams and taking it upon ourselves to step up and make a play when it needs to be made.
Stormskid is obviously going through the same kind of growing pains that you guys went through last year. And in talking to Coach, he mentioned that with a lot of new players last year, they hadn't really buttoned into the system this year. But obviously those guys now back with a second year. Everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as a pitcher, I turn around and I have confidence in each of the guys that are playing behind me. I know they played behind me last year, and I know they know the situations, what to do if the ball's hit to them at any time. And it's just fun having guys that are going to be able to make plays, and when they make a play, picking them up, or if you make a play, that having them pick you up. So right now, we're pretty tight knit and working well together.
You mentioned doing little things that will get you runs. I think it was the 4th inning last night. You guys scored 3 runs without the benefit of a hit.
Right.
You took advantage of some Swampscott miscues. You had an opportunity to get into the game as a pinch hitter, high ground ball, through the wickets,
right.
Run scores, and that really was the beginning of opening up that inning to 2 more runs.
Exactly. I mean, it's just putting the ball on the ground is a big deal, because we feel like, first of all, if you put the ball on the ground, they have to make the play on the ground and then make a throw. So basically you're making them make 2 plays instead of just hitting the ball in the air. Well, one guy just has to catch it, which is a much easier play to make. So we like putting the pressure on other teams and putting the ball in play and making things happen. So
and certainly you look around the infield. Nick Geekie's made a couple of big plays last night. That line drive late in the game helped snuff out a Swampscott rally. Mike Harris and Kyle Larson, big games last night at short and second, especially Mike ranging to his left and to his right throughout the game, really stopping potential base hits that could have gotten rallies going for Swampscott.
Yeah, I know. It's just a good athletic group from 3rd all the way to 1st, with Zach Ryan playing first base too, and the guys just using their legs and staying down and being tough and knocking balls down, not playing things to the side or anything like that, but knocking them down and sticking with it and making a play. So
yeah, and certainly in the games that we've seen you guys and we broadcast this year, the biggest difference is you can actually see the confidence in the players out there as opposed to last year. There's an air about the team. You walk out on the field and you see it. You see it in the infield drills prior to the game.
Yep.
There's a confidence level that you guys are playing with this year that you didn't have last year, and you see it in the game itself. Everybody knows, like you mentioned, what the play is, and nobody thinks. Everybody just reacts now.
Right, exactly. I mean, we've had plenty of training, plenty of practice, and as Coach says, there's a line between cockiness and confidence, but you got to play with confidence, and that starts with the support of the guys on the team too. One guy makes an error, we say, hey, forget about it, put it in the past, and guys are seriously taking that to heart and going on to the next one. And as you know, and as baseball players know, once you make one error, the ball's coming back to you. It's going to find you again. So it's all about putting it in the past and moving on to the next play, which we have been doing.
All right, let's shift out of baseball for a moment. This is your senior year, and this has been a great senior year for Danvers sports.
Right.
Beginning in the fall, rolling right through the winter. it's going to make you feel good that your last season, your spring season, you've been able to help be part of the big turnaround of the baseball team in 1 year.
Right, exactly, and you said it though, right. It has a lot to do with the seniors. I mean, I love playing with the guys I play with in football, basketball, baseball, but all the way dating back to the beginning of the year, you can tell at all kinds of games, you can tell at our baseball games, even still now, that the support of the school is going with the sports teams, and that plays a huge part. It seemed like last year it was like just us out on the field, but now we kind of have that 10th player out there in the outfield fence, or at a football game we have the extra man out in the stands, which makes a huge difference, and guys love playing in front of their friends and trying to make a play in front of them.
So now you have the one more tournament to play in. Beyond that, what's in the future for Greg Ladd?
I'm going to Colby College next year, and definitely playing baseball, and at Division III it's an option, so I think I'm going to play football too.
Excellent. Well, I know that practice is underway here and Coach is missing a body out there. So Greg, listen, I want to thank you for your time. Congratulations on a great career in all the sports at Danvers High School.
Thanks a lot, I appreciate it.
Okay, great, thanks.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay.
So you're going to be at our games coming up?
I got to see what the